Never make promises. RV there yet? Okay. Little soft, sound kind of lo-fi. You're a smoker and you got tiny fingers. You're like missing two joints on your fingers. Is this co-op slop? Like I said, we're on our way. Yeah. So it's and how fast do they shit these out too? Because I feel like Peak just came out recently, and this seems to borrow a bunch of it. It's very brown, and it's a co-op slop where you can smoke and you look like little kids and you're driving an RV trying to take it up a mountain or something. A co-op adventure about driving your recreational vehicle home. Came out on the 21st of October from Nuggets Entertainment, self-published. It also feels like a lot of these are built for live streamers to play. Right, like you and your friends are gonna sit around and have a good time with this? I just can't see it happening. But then again, it's probably not for me, and it's probably a generational thing. 1050 is the asking price, and you and your buddies are on your way home, and it's exactly what I said it was. Survive Mabutts Valley. Oh, that's hilarious. Winch it good. You can winch the. That reminds me, the latest edition of SnowRunner, which I really enjoyed year one while I had Game Pass. I 100% completed year one of SnowRunner. It's this game where you drive heavy duty trucks through snow and mud, and the whole thing is just persistence. It's a great game to teach you persistence. Anyways, the year five edition is 175 Canadian dollars. That's insane for what it is. That's just crazy to me. And it never goes on sale, ever. Anyways, way better game than this, guaranteed. Help yourself and each other. Scrappy Bunch Drive 1 RV with up to 4 players. There's a winch, just one map, proximity chat, online co-op hats, a grill, frozen meat patties, and smoked cigarettes. I feel like a lot of this is templated now in game development tools. Like Unreal Engine has to have a co-op slop template that you just drop your content into. Anyways, not for me. Jurassic World Evolution 3, I cannot believe that this franchise has been so successful they've managed to do 3 iterations. That's wild. I played the first one, kind of bounced off it. I know a second one came out. I think this third one actually has some story elements and stuff, but it's park simulator management sort of thing for the dinosaurs. Yeah, I mean, I know the kids love dinosaurs. Believe me, it's one of the bars in the autism spectrum to be in love with these things that we believe. This is the funny thing is, anytime you look at a representation of a dinosaur, that's our best guess. We have no fucking clue what these things really look like or what they really did. Uh, so that's crazy. Anyways, more Jurassic Park, but yeah, so build your own Jurassic World, the nurture generations of dinosaurs with a series debut of juveniles. Create and yeah, lots of developers have been making games about juveniles. I've noticed, believe me. Now we've got the juvenile dinosaurs for these perverts. Create and manage sprawling prehistoric parks around the globe and let your imagination roar with powerful new creative options. Came out on the 21st of October from Frontier Developments, little indie company, in case you didn't know, got this license. They're doing okay for themselves. It has de novo on the PC copy and they want $78 for it. And of course, there is a deluxe edition and an entire franchise. These earlier versions are given away constantly in Epic Game Store and Humble Bundles. They're on sale for $5. Just wait long enough. It's wild to think that this $97 deluxe edition will probably be free in a couple years. Like, just be patient. Have you really 100% of the first two versions of this? Have you really? Okay, so it's like what I said. There's 85 awe-inspiring prehistoric species, and then there'll be tons of DLC that will milk it. They'll add more dinos and buildings and stuff. 75 dinosaurs will allow you to manage, breed, and nurture families. Wow. If only your actual parents did that for you. We wouldn't be sitting here looking at this shit. Creativity evolved. What is this? You can actually do all kinds of stuff with the buildings. Build your sites with naturalistic enclosures using steep slopes and scenery. Introduce new stunning attractions such as the balloon tour. Create, upload, and share cross-platform with the community. There's an epic new campaign. Yeah, I was seeing that there's like a big story for this thing. Kind of interesting. Not everyone wants to see the dinosaurs thrive. Yeah, especially that asteroid. Can you play the asteroid? Control the chaos. That's what the Earth needs. It needs another big asteroid. I think that would fix pretty much 100% of humanity's problems. Chaos is the only certainty, so prepare for disaster using new security cameras. Deploy your maintenance team to keep threats contained. Do you have to clean up the dinosaur poop? All right, I'm good. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, it finally came out. Oh man, I thought this game was gonna die in development. How many years? How many years? Now, the first one is a certified hood classic with some of the worst boss design, some of the greatest storytelling, and just some of the worst moment to moment gameplay. Just horrific. It's one of the few games when I was doing my live streaming show on Twitch years and years and years ago, I played through it and I just could not beat. They were like twins, and I had to turn cheats on or some shit to cheese it. It was so bad. It was so frustrating. But yeah, I was a teenage vampire. It's true. I mean, I grew up when Lost Boys came out, and that was a big thing. And I went down to Seattle, Washington, and got some dental grade prosthetic fangs so that I could slip them in and stand on the street corner in my trench coat and hiss at people. No, I was doing that shit when I was 16, 17. Yeah, I was a fucking weirdo. The chicks that were into that were hot as fuck, though. You are the nomad, an elder vampire awakening from a century-long slumber, new to the modern nights. Trapped in your blood is a stranger's voice. This entity, a vampire detective known as Fabian, will be your guide to 21st century Seattle. Huh. Came out on the 21st of October from the Chinese Room. Really? The Chinese Room did this? Aren't they the guys who did a Machine for Pigs and some Amnesia stuff? Wild. And published by Paradox? How far we've come. I can't remember who did the original game, but it wasn't anybody involved in this, I'm sure. They want $80 for it. And by the way, if you don't know, Vampire the Masquerade is a LARP game, a live action role play game. Yeah, which is a lot different from your regular tabletop role playing game or your computer role playing game, where you actually have to go out in the world and act as your character. Yeah, I wonder how many people are actually out there LARPing these days. Huh. There's a deluxe edition for 120. I guess they've got to pay back that 2 decades of game development somehow. Get the full experience. I love how they do this, bro. It's like get the full experience. So what does that mean? That the standard edition is a crippled experience? That's totally what it means. What they want you to believe. If you didn't know that the deluxe and premium editions existed, you wouldn't give a shit. You really wouldn't. But no, because look at the premium. There's going to be expansions in 2026. You're going to get a story pack and 2 story packs. Fuck off. Anyways, it's a first-person role-playing game where you can play as a vampire based on World of Darkness's vampires stuff. They also have werewolves. Is there anything else that World of Darkness does? I was excited for a very, very long time about the World of Darkness massively multiplayer online game that evaporated. Where did that go? Talk about vaporware. That's gone. That would have been great. A vampire, werewolf, massively multiplayer online game where those were the kind of 2 factions and it was modern. This is the thing too. There's not enough large-scale games like that are modern. It's the reason I'm still playing Grand Theft Auto Online. If anybody wonders why people play Grand Theft Auto Online in 2025, it's because it's the only like modern, realistic-ish, real world video game. Everything else is fantasy-based or fucked up in some way. Anyways, vampires are probably not appropriate for everybody. Okay, I mean, I liked Bloodlines. Not enough to care about the sequel this much. Certainly not at this price. If it ever comes down or appears in a humble bundle, we might take a look. Should have had a little demo. Chinese Room and Paradox. What are you doing? World of Sea Battle. Okay. Why is it a World of Sea Battle? Looks like it takes place during the Galleon days. Okay. And the machine definitely helped generate these icons and this user interface and these character portraits. Okay. So you can, they wanted to compete with the only quad A video game out there, Skull and Bones, which I recently saw was $4.99 on all platforms. Ubisoft's pirate epic. Not a bad little game. I mean, if you just want to sit down and grind at your typical Ubisoft production, I mean, Skull and Bones isn't terrible. It's not what they promised, and you should be thankful that they actually delivered on it because they did promise it for years and years and years. But this actually looks better. Set sail in World of Sea Battle, an action-packed open-world, massively multiplayer online game in the golden age of sail. Command historic ships, battle in player versus player and player versus environment, shape the economy, and engage in territorial guild wars in your quest for glory across the high seas. Our Matey. This came out on the 21st of October from Thera Interactive, self-published little indie company. It's free, but you need a World of Sea Battle account. Uh-huh. Does this steal the crypto from your wallet? I mean, it looks pretty high production. The water is very well done. The ships are modeled extremely well, although that could have come out of an asset pack. Who knows? A captain's journey from a modest schooner to a gigantic man o' war and beyond. You're at the helm of your fine journey, Captain. Featuring 51 upgradable and customizable historical ships from the golden age of sail, schooners, galleons, brigantines, frigates, and much more. The archipelago rarely sees the same ships wandering the deep. Prepare to fight. Sail ho. I wonder how it works. Do you have to have people like in your crew manning the guns and stuff? Hmm. There is an open world, set sail into the unknown. There's economy and commerce. The trading must be interesting. And team play. While sailing solo has its pros, it can be incredibly risky. Yeah, like certainly Sea of Thieves has its appeal for youngsters and people who think they're youngsters. But for the mature aficionado, I don't know though. Free, how are they monetizing it? Because you know they're monetizing it somehow. There's no way you get complete access to the game just for free. And I'm so leery of downloading free software to my computer now that I just can't trust this. But it looks great. So there you go. The Hunter Call of the Wild Game Feeder Pack. More DLC for the Hunter Call of the Wild. How old is the Hunter Call of the Wild now? This game I really want to love, and I've tried so many times to get into it and just bounced off it because you just got to creep through the underbrush looking for animals to shoot. And it's impossible to find them sometimes. You know, go in there and you will creep around for like 45 minutes before you see a deer. And then you'll hit a branch or something and it will run the fuck away and you'll spend another 45 minutes looking for it. I mean, I guess that's what hunting really is like. But man, when you talk about your moment to moment engagement, this game is just about creeping quietly through the underbrush looking for game. But it's got co op, so the two of you can fuck it up. This expansion pack came out on the 21st of October from Expansive Worlds and Avalanche Studios. They want $9 for it. And I guess it's like traps for animals. You sit there and trap them. Put up feeders. They come to feed. You shoot them. Maybe that's better than creeping through the underbrush. Do I have to pay $9 to finally enjoy the Hunter Call of the Wild a decade after its release? Like, how old is this fucking thing now? Beautiful game, though, by the way. Very immersive. I rarely use that word genuinely, but yeah, it is. Isopod, a webbed spin-off. Uh-huh. You're an isopod? What do you have, a magnet on your back? This fish is going to eat you. So you're a bug. You're a pill bug sort of thing, but you got a magnet on your back. Okay. Lots of motion blur. Clearly an Unreal Engine joint. Theo says they're advertising. Isopods and ladybugs get along. You're a tiny pill bug in a big world. Roll, zip, and slam your way through the gorgeous landscapes of the Australian bush. I used to know a girl who had an Australian bush. Unite your fellow bugs and fight back the greedy fire ant conglomerate. Came out on the 21st of October from S-Bugs Games, self-published. They're all in on the bugs. They want $26 for it, and that's it. There you go. You roll around. Looks pretty well detailed. Your average Unreal Engine quality. Pretty cool. Was the isopod, did they have to sit down and actually manually figure it out? I wonder. If this is not an asset pack, then they did a pretty good job modeling the bug. Although I figure bugophobes are not going to get along well with this. Now, is there a giant hunter? But doesn't Australia have like the scariest spiders in history? I noticed they didn't put this in here, and there's no arachnophobia warning. I know there's a lot of gamers out there that can't play games that got spiders in them. So, yeah, interesting. Should have had a little demo. Painkiller. This is back. Shocking. This was cool back in the day. It was like one of the first sort of not Doom, not Unreal shooters that I enjoyed. Yeah, this is old franchise. I don't know who picked up the license now. But you go to hell and you shoot monsters. It was a Doom competitor, and it had slightly higher fidelity, and it was tough. It was very difficult, and it's back. The classic Painkiller series is back. Battle through purgatory in fast-paced co-op action, wielding infernal weapons against relentless demonic hordes. Condemned for your sins. Condemned for your Sims? Some people are going to be condemned for their Sims. Treat your Sims well. You want to know how a person feels or thinks? Watch how they treat their Sims. The voice of the creator offers you a chance at redemption. Will you seize it or be lost to darkness? Came out on the 21st of October from Anshar Studios and 3D Realms. Maybe the original Painkiller was 3D Realms. I don't remember. They want $56 for this? Okay. See, the original, and this is a mistake of the Steam Deals plugin. The original is available for like $1. You can play the OG. It does look shiny though. It's just got its fresh modern coat of paint with the particle effects and the blood splats and all that stuff. You can use the tarot cards. It had this mechanic in the OG as well for your perks and benefits. And yeah, some of the wildest weapons and gore and blood, it's all here. Rogue Angel mode. Step beyond the main campaign into a new realm of purgatory. Yeah, if your game doesn't have this New Game Plus roguelike mode in 2025, you're just lazy. But there you go. Lots of fast-paced action, violence, and gore. It's what the kids love. I'm good. I'll wait till it's in a humble bundle. Relic Guardian Tower Defense. Yeah, never been big into tower defense, but here it is. Chunky pixel art. And looks like, I don't know, a lot of little infantilized girls. Actually, kind of looks like Robertson work. Old Robertson. But where are the bouncy tits? It's just an aping of his style? Could be. There's a big overmap. Yeah, it's tower defense. I'm good. There's a tower defense event going on in Destiny 2 right now, and I hate it. Like, I just hate the idea of tower defense. But that's just me, and I'm full of hate. I'm old and bitter. What do you want? Relic Guardian is a fantasy-style strategy tower defense game. As the builder on the battlefield, summon a variety of defense towers and spells with reliable hero companions to complete this epic and guarding adventure. Came out on the 22nd of October from MyStrigger, self-published alongside XD. Yeah, I'm going to trust the XD publisher. They want $26 for it. They give you their Twitter. Why are people still calling it fucking I don't get this. It's like years now, and they're still doing this on new shit. They just won't let it go. That's how you know someone is really obstinate. I would not want to sit down and have a conversation with Miss Trigger Magic. No, I would not. Stunning pixel art tower defense. This is like me calling your game whatever you called it in fucking early access, right? I'm sure you had a different name for it while it was in development. You're dead naming a fucking social media site. I know I shouldn't give a fuck because fuck Elon Musk, right? But I mean, still, whatever. Move and build. It's tower defense. Does it do anything exciting and different? I don't think so. You have a hero, I guess, that will go around and do things. There are dangerous creatures. You won't be alone. There are many allies waiting to lend you a hand. It's still tower defense, and it's still a throwback. The old throwback pixel probably would have been good on Game Boy Advance sort of thing. Refate Echoes of Desire. Oh, it's another harem game from Asia. All right. You know why North Americans don't do this? Because no woman's going to agree to be in this, first of all. And if you did get a woman to agree in it, she'd be covered in tattoos, have weird ass piercings, and an attitude. And she would not sleep with you. She'd sleep with her girlfriend and her girlfriend's husband. Like that's oh shit, she's about to kill herself. Depictions of suicide. Where'd she get the gun though? Aren't there no guns in Asia? You got a sniper rifle? Like what is going on here? You're gonna take this girl out? Is this what happens like the harems when harems go wrong? They don't want to sleep with you? Shoot them. Wake up with amnesia in Tokyo, caught between the Yakuza and police. Romance 8 unique beauties. Cop, ninja, boss, izakaya owner, that's a pub. Heiress, college girl, teacher, and model. Aren't they all models, though? Looking for work? Uncover your true identity. Are you a host? That means a male gigolo, basically. Agent, assassin, or crime lord? Shape your destiny and find true love. Came out on the 22nd of October from Terraflame Entertainment. Published by Mountain and Sea Studio alongside Terraflame. They want $23.50 for it. An immersive interactive movie game with a Yakuza theme. What would you know about Yakuza? Like, did you actually do research? Did you go out and figure it out? Major premiere complete romance routes for 8 female protagonists. Wait, 8 female so do you play the women? That's confusing. I've been playing through the actual Yakuza series on PlayStation 5. So good. It's like those are games that you get the Yakuza Complete package, which has like 7 full-fledged games. It's not the core game, it's the mini game and side quests and stuff that you can do in that are great. And that's a true to life representation of Yakuza life in the 80s, 90s Japan. But this, I don't know, meaty quick time events, because there's nothing people love more than waiting to press S after a certain time. The tap of your finger might just switch you from a dead end scenario to an awesome storyline. Length plus rewards, generous volume. The game includes 7 hours and 1 minute of live action footage and 8 beautiful heroines with different charms and personalities. All right, gentle and caring, innocent international student, quirky and mischievous little devil rich heiress. Lonely divorced teacher with a child. Vibrant and righteous policewoman. There she is in her underwear. Spoilers, by the way. This is probably a big moment in the game for all you gooners. A dangerous, well proportioned female ninja, because that's a thing in 2025 Tokyo. An enchanting top tier gavur model. That's lingerie. Sexy and passionate restaurant owner. Do we get to see her face? There she is. Suspense plus romance, high intensity narrative endings feature interwoven dream crossovers. Interaction is more than just choose A or B. Oh, really? During investigation phases, details that can turn the tide are hidden within the scenes. Graffiti on a street corner, a special mark in a drawer. So it's also a hidden object game. There's there's these objects you got to deal with. The 7 objects that they've presented for you to romance, plus the hidden ones behind them. Nice. Some of the images in the game are generated using AI. Oh no. And some of the game's video content and lines may contain partial nudity, sexual references, violence, etc. May not be suitable for all ages. What's this etc.? Anyways, I'm good. I don't know. This again a high reminder that Asia is still all about the female form. It's okay to objectify and gaze at them. I've been watching this comedy show on Netflix called Last One Standing. It's a Japanese comedy show where they mix a drama with comedic moments, and it's really good. I'm in the second season, and it's mostly male comedians. And because they have to think on their feet and come up with like funny stories, most of it devolves into dick and balls and shit humor. Because that's it. You go for gross out or like something like super embarrassing that happened just to try to elicit a laugh. And they'll have like 7 dudes and 1 woman, usually like an idol, like a model. And during an episode, not to spoil it for you, but when she was given when the model was finally given a chance to try to tell a funny story, she said that she was super disappointed because she was looking forward to being surrounded by all these famous comedians, but it just turned out that all they could do was tell gross out jokes, and she wished for some more like clean topics. I thought that was pretty telling. Anyways, whatever, it's here. Fucking refate. Avernum 4, Greed and Glory. Oh man. Old Spiderweb Software still at it with these isometric throwbacks? My goodness. I guess now with AI to help, you could probably generate a lot more art assets. Now, Avernum, Spiderweb Software, been around forever doing these things. Truly a self-made indie that does it for the love of doing it. Because these games are huge, expansive, and all done by one person, maybe with the help of a couple other assistants for publishing and whatnot. But just tons of story, and I've tried to get into them in the past, but I think these days are long gone for me. I just can't. I just can't. If I could, I would go back and play the original Ultima games. But yeah, great. Avernum 4. No sequels before prequels, kids. Go back and play Avernum 1. The cult classic saga is back. Battle for fame, power, and wealth in the subterranean nation of Avernum. Conquer an enormous underworld in this epic turn-based fantasy role-playing game. Features huge, clever dungeons, varied and cunning foes, hundreds of artifacts to find or craft, and a really cool story. Nice. Came out on the 22nd of October from Spiderweb Software, self-published. They want $26 for this at launch, and again, on a long enough timeline, this will be cheap. So it's been around since 1994. Yeah, I was playing Avernum on my laptop in Tokyo when I was there. One of the great video game sagas. Okay, so Avernum is an underground nation, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. Like, you would definitely do yourself a service if you want to get into this to start with the first game and just go through the series. He also has another Gene Forge, I think is his science fiction offshoot, and he's got a couple others. This man has made like 20 video games, and they're all full featured. They all work well. He's a true testament to what an indie can do. When you look at some of the indie offerings today and how it's like co-op slop where you're in an RV with four people from a template we built in Unreal Engine to something that this dude has done, sit down and just create a whole world for you to enjoy. Yeah, it's not even close. All right, Avernum 4 Greed and Glory is the beginning of Avernum's Great Trials trilogy. An experience with previous Avernum games is completely unnecessary. Yeah, but again, it will benefit you just to see where all this stuff came from. This is a remaster of the original cult classic Avernum 4, which came out in 2005. Oh, I thought this was a brand new thing. Okay, well then there you go. I stand corrected. I like how they leave this to the last in the copy. And features a greatly expanded story, tons of new dungeons, characters, and quests. Okay, so he's actually scraping the bottom of the barrel of his creativity and has to do re-releases. But there you go. There it is. I'm good. Double Dragon Revive. Look at the motion blur on this. What is going on? This is not the Double Dragon I remember. Double Dragon Revive? Was this necessary? I guess because you had to put a strong woman in it. Modern, all the way down. Yeah, so you're not just the two dudes out to save the girl who got beaten up. You're two girls out to save a dude who got beaten up? I don't know. What are they doing? Flip the script. The world-famous Double Dragon roars back to life. Came out on the 22nd of October from Yuke's. Weren't they famous for wrestling games? And Arc System Works, famous for fighting games. You need an Epic Games account. Uh-oh. Can you Steamheads handle that? Can you handle having an Epic Games account? Are you going to go on the discussion boards and rage about it? You probably are. They want $47 for this? What the why do they still have pre-order written in here? The game's out, and there's a deluxe edition that's $20 more. For what? Pre-order now and get a bonus game double. See, this is why I don't have any early access titles in my discovery queue. That's one thing that I exclude. And I also exclude the pre-orders and those kind of things. I just want to know when the game is out, and like a week after it's out. That's why I stopped following IGN and GameSpot and all that shit that's showing the previews and the developers talking shit about their games, talking it up, hyping it up. Fuck off. Just tell me when the game is out and maybe even 6 months after release. I don't need to know the second it comes out for $99. I want to know 2 years after when it's a reasonable price, under $20. All the bugs have been ironed out and the community's had a full 600 days to bitch, moan, and complain about it. That's how I want my video games now. Because that's the equivalent of what it was back in the day. Because when they put a game out on the shelves, there was no internet, there was no way to know whether, the game would be received well or not. They had to make it the best it could possibly be. People would slave and toil internally, keeping it a secret so that their rival game companies wouldn't steal their ideas. And when you saw that game in its shrink wrap box on the shelf, it was the best it could possibly be. And that was the case. There was very, very, very few shit games for a long period. And then there came the shovelware, and they were tricking people. There was a golden era. I'm not making this up. This actually happened when video games at release at version 1.0 were the best they could possibly be because there was no way to patch them. It had to be good. And now we've just got fucking endless slop. Anyways, whatever. What does the deluxe edition have? It has artworks, soundtrack, and additional character colors for another $20. Tell me again that the Japanese aren't fucking getting greedy with video games. You see this so much. I mean, it's more than... I think Western developers do a better job with their deluxe editions. But something's going on in Japan where you're just getting trash for cash. Trash for cash. Renewed stylish character graphics. Well, that's a matter of taste. I don't know. I would actually prefer the pixel art to whatever this is. Ultimate belt scroll action experience. What's a belt scroll? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Thrilling strategic action. There's some highly revealing clothing. Go get it, Gooners. Cigarettes, alcoholic beverages, and scenes of casinos. I've been watching this other new Bollywood film on Prime. It's so good. I love Bollywood films. I just love it. Called Coolie. And the thing with modern Bollywood is that every time someone on screen is smoking or drinking, A little annoying white warning subtitle will appear in the bottom left corner that says, consuming cigarettes or consuming alcohol is hazardous to your health and may lead to death and all this shit. But then when the guys come out and like kill 50 guys in a giant fight, stabbing them and shooting them and throwing them off cliffs and stuff, there's no warnings. There's no like falling off a cliff might be hazardous to your health. Playing with knives could be dangerous. Like this is so insane that this just immersion breaking little warning that appears over smoking and drinking while these movies are bathed in violence. Like that's why I love about them. But anyways, whatever this is, good luck. Midori no Kaori. Okay. Little cozy decorating game. Okay. And your frogs. It's a frog cafe. It's kind of creepy, kind of weird. The lantern seemed to guide me here. I feel safe. Yeah, but you look creepy as fuck, dude. What the hell? That's not the cute frogs that I imagine. I'm a big fan of frogs. I am. And this ain't it for me. Welcome to Midori no Kaori, a relaxing, cozy game that allows you to create your own Japanese shop and manage customers. There are no winners or losers. Well, I think there's a big loser here, the Laba. We know who it is. Just unleash your creativity and enjoy a unique experience. Came out on the 21st of October from the Laba self-published. They want $13 for it. And there it is. You can just customize your little cafe. I guess you have to actually serve the frogs that come in. And allow yourself a moment of peace and tranquility. I'm getting out of this fucking discovery queue. All right, 19,235 games have been viewed. You have yourself a fantastic day.